Elon Musk tweeting, time to drop the really big bomb. At real Donald Trump is in the Epstein files. This is the real reason they have not been made public. Have a nice day, DJT. Mark this post for the future. The truth will come out. Holy crap. I'll just say to kick things off, this is 101 million views, 259,000 retweets. All of the Democrats are screaming, release the Epstein files. And I'm kind of like, I agree, whatever. But this was a low blow.
Isn't he kind of indicting his own character, having chosen to work with Trump and then saying, hey, by the way, he's a pedophile? Like, that is basically what you're implying. And he's reposting these videos from the 90s where Trump is just like standing next to Epstein. You knew about that already. All of us knew that he was on the redacted version of the flight logs already, and nobody thought that that was a confirmation that he's a pedophile.
I think this is why it's a low blow. Now, for a lot of people, I think they'll take it exactly as you did, which is a fair point. I think analyzing this, Elon Musk is just saying this to get under Trump's skin. He knows it's BS. We know that that Donald Trump is in the Epstein files insofar as he flew on that plane several times, but where did he fly to? The question is he in the actual evidentiary list?
Unreleased.
Yeah, stuff like that. But that is the insinuation when he says that's why the files have not been made public. But again, I don't believe for a second that Elon actually thinks Trump did anything wrong. Otherwise, he would have said Trump is in the files having done, insert thing. He's doing this because he's trying to damage Trump and piss him off.
Well, if that's true, that's a pretty big, not only accusation, but if he doesn't honestly believe that, I'm not saying either way it's like justified, but if it's true, it's true, and people are going to want to know. But if Elon is truly just lying, like just to play politics over something like this, I think he should be canceled.
He's throwing a fit because he thought that he could just give Trump $300 million and then get whatever he wants. I don't understand how the richest man in the world doesn't understand how money works to the point where he thought he could cut $1 trillion from discretionary spending that's not in the military.
Yeah.
And he knew that math wasn't mathing from the start. So what is he so mad about?
He was expecting the Republicans to actually take up the same crusade that he was on. Now, that may have been naive, but that's what he's upset about. It's not just that,
was he planning to pitch this fit all along? He knew that Doge was not going to be effective.
I'm not going to speculate as to what he was thinking because I have no way of knowing. But maybe I will. But I don't know if I have a sense of
it's just, it's sweet because I just felt like his affiliation with the campaign was going to backfire, and I'm just watching it all incinerate.
Yeah. I don't think that I think it's a net bad for the country though. Having the issues going on, not having Doge cuts be, not having them actually be a part of the bill, or at least have more people in Congress speaking openly about having to, make those cuts real and actually address the debt. The $36 trillion is not getting smaller, and we are going to see fewer and fewer people interested in buying our debt. The Treasury bills, then they went on sale last. Very soft sales. They had to lower the price to get, they had to increase the yield so that way they were more attractive. And
Elon basically wasted his time. He might as well have been an intern at the White House.
Yeah.
He'd spend his time better getting people coffee.
I love this, though.
I don't know about
I'm just thinking about it. I'm like, I'm going to use this in every debate from now on. So it's like, we got a culture war debate with some liberal guy. And then if he ever stumps me, I'm going to go, well, you're in the Epstein files. Have a nice day.
You'll confuse
I win.
The have a nice day part was way too cheeky.
Yeah, that's a wild lie if that's a lie.
I think he was probably
it's a factual but not truthful thing. It is.
Where's the community note on this?
There is. I bet it's nuts. It says he only wrote that the name exists. In fact, Trump's name does exist in the Epstein files. Therefore, while his statement may be controversial, it's difficult to say that he lied. Right? Well, no, it says real Donald Trump is in the Epstein files. Oh, you see what he did. At real Donald Trump is in the Epstein. He could be saying that the tag, the name or something is in the files, maybe related because Trump's account's been around for, 2010 or something?
Yeah, he's
longer.
an early adopter.
Yeah, and then there's Evidence shows DJT name in Epstein flight logs. There's no indication of wrongdoing. The next one, what is this? Elon Musk, apart from spending money to get a known Jeffrey Epstein reelected. He wanted to get Epstein reelected? I think there's a typo in there. An error. As president, once posed for a photo with known Epstein associate Ghislaine Maxwell, and all these links.
It's good that
Clean
was
your
really-
own house.
Elon's getting roasted for this. I mean, there are some really dumb people out there. Like I was saying, I tweeted Elon 2028, and I was funny. I was sitting on my couch, just like eyes half glazed over, just finished eating some Chipotle, and I was scrolling through Twitter, like just looking down. And then I looked over at my wife and I started giggling and I typed Elon 2028 and showed it to her. And then she rolled her eyes and I tweeted it. And I've got 2,000 responses from people like, Kim, you can't. He's not from here. I love the internet.
That is how they sound.
That's
And they don't understand the things you say on Twitter.
What I love
It's
too
like,
is
yay.
I love the that's right. They don't understand what I mean on
I
Twitter.
really felt that when he said that. Just that part. Only that part.
It was funny because there's a bunch of people in the replies being like, he's trolling, calm down, but they don't get it. And so now there's people being like, dude, Tim's screwing with you. And I'm just sitting back being like,
It's probably conservatives too.
Yep.
They struggle with humor or sarcasm. They really do. Like, it's almost impossible to get through them.
I got to be honest. I think most internet people do. Thanks for checking out this clip from Timcast IRL. Make sure to watch the show live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Subscribe to this channel, and we will see you all there.